to start off with what she said about the bag thing. Yes, that is not, clearly that wasn't a physician putting a bag over someone's head and putting helium in there. But that's why physician-assisted suicide must be legalized. So then we can avoid that happening, because obviously this person was desperate to die, so just told their friend, like, hey, put a bag over my head. So then this way we can prevent that happening again, and they can just take the medicine and die without a bag over their head. You also mentioned the loss of autonomy, and that was one of the reasons why they wanted to die. Pretty sure I would be suffering, maybe not in pain, but I'd be suffering like mentally if I lost my autonomy. So that is pain and suffering, I think, in my mind. You also mentioned when you first spoke that we shouldn't decide mentally when we want to die. The body should decide. But then you said the example of people that are brain dead. Their body hasn't given up, their brain gave up. So like that kind of just like goes back and forth. And then I'm just going to Anne-Marie right now. The do no harm, the Hippocratic Oath says do no harm. Technically, making someone live when they don't want to is harming them. So yeah, I remember when my mom would make me like eat broccoli or something when I was little, like that was harming me. So I just Anyway, going to what Stephanie said about not being a moral issue. Being a moral issue. I'm not discussing whether it's moral or not. I'm just saying it's our right to choose. And Anna-Marie also said that the Supreme Court ruled it wasn't, but they actually, in Oregon, they ruled that it was allowed in Gonzalez versus Oregon. So, there's ways to get around the due process clause. Like, I'm saying, like, abortion, that's morally incorrect, at least to some people. That's still legal. Even if this isn't morally correct, like, we should still, pass the law, because we have the right to choose. And also, Stephanie said that you can just call up your doctor and be like, hey, I want to die. But you actually can't. You need 2 witnesses, and you need to talk to 2 doctors, and you need to write a letter, and you have to pick up the medication. Also, she says that it's a burden to the doctors that have done this feel like it's a burden, but Oregon states that not everyone has to participate, so that was on them. So if they killed someone and then they felt bad about it, then that sucks to be them, but they didn't have to participate. So, yeah.
Say about pro abortion.